Okay, so I was using the stitch rippers, and I can now take the nice wooden dowel out. It also has this, that's just part of the lining, so I'm just going to keep, taking off the stitches. So I don't think I need to do anything. I believe I should be able to get the pillow form to actually fit in here. So what I'm hoping I can do is just take the pillow form and just get it to go in here completely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stuff this in here. It's going to take me a couple minutes to get this done, so I'll be back when I get this pillow actually stuffed in here. Alright, so I've got the pillow mostly stuffed in here. Now I actually did cut another piece in case I had to actually sew a complete stitch, like a backing for it. I didn't think that it would actually be that easy to turn this store-bought hanging advent calendar into a slipcover, but I guess it really was. So now I'm just gonna grab my thread, because I had my sewing machine kind of ready to go because I thought I'd have to sew stuff. I even had this other piece of this material, this green color, and I had another piece of red material that I was gonna actually, thought I'd have to stitch the back. I thought that wouldn't fit in like this, but it makes it even easier than I thought. So I'm just gonna grab my thread and needle, and I'm gonna do an invisible stitch across the top. So when I'm ready to do that, I will be right back. Okay, so now to sew this up, I did a couple stitches just so I could get the materials lined up here. So I'm doing an invisible stitch. So I'm just doing the inside seam of the one side, and then I'm just doing like where the other side, where the seam will be hiding. And then when you pull it, you just gotta pull it together. The stitches become invisible. So I'm just going to continue stitching. I've got a few spots where I've got some gaps. I know it's kind of bulging because I think this cushion, it might be just a little too big to actually fit this. I honestly didn't think it was going to even be this easy to make. It's just an idea I had. I've been just trying to think about how I was going to do it. So that's all I'm going to keep doing. I'm just going to keep doing these invisible stitches all the way through, and hopefully when I get it done, it won't be bulging. I think I can get some of this cushion to move further down. But I really like how it looks. So this was just a store-bought advent calendar, wall hanging advent calendar. We've had for, I don't know, we've lived in this house, I think this will be our 11th Christmas here, I believe. Or is it our 12th Christmas? I don't know, we moved in at Christmas, so I gotta just think of what year that was. So 11 or 12 Christmases here, and I got this for our second Christmas, and I got this right before Christmas. It was at Zellers. So we've had it a lot of years, so the kids have always enjoyed the advent calendar every year. I did notice last year, like nobody was really home to move the little thing, and even the year before that, we hang it up with the stockings, but the kids kind of hit a point where they don't really see it hanging on the wall when it's up there with the stockings. So I really want to just do something different, because I was gonna give it away. And then I thought, well, if I can make it useful again for the family, then I can keep it, because I bought it since we've lived in this house, so it's just really hard to, get rid of certain items, even though, the kids have outgrown things. But this way, if I turn it into a cushion, now it becomes a usable decor piece now. So my husband and I have decided that everything in our house is changing. We've gotten past the kids stuff. With 2 already moved out, the other 2 teenagers moving out fairly soon. We're turning our house into an adult home now. So I'm trying to get rid of a lot of the kids, especially the young kids stuff gone. So this I can at least use every Christmas, and we won't have to get rid of it. It will just sit on the couch. One thing is, hopefully none of my animals eat it, because I've got a dog and 2 cats, and okay. I also, oops, what did I just do? I'm talking and I'm not getting it through the material here. So see, as I do see it is kind of puckering in a few places. I'm not worried about it. I'm making this by myself. You know, it's a handmade item. I don't do a lot of sewing. I don't really do any sewing much. So it's a little bit puckered here or there, you know. I mean, I'm just gonna stitch this up, and however it looks, it will look. And I also can't believe that today is already December the 3rd. Well, my calendar's still on November behind me. I was just going to double check what day today was. I guess it's Friday. Yeah. Kids out of school today, so alright, so I'm almost done this, so I will be back when I get the last little stitch done, because I got to get some more thread. So when I'm finished stitching this, I'll be back and I'll show you how I'm going to finish it off. Alright, I've now got the top all stitched. It's got a couple little spots where it's kind of puckered a little. I'm not going to worry about that, because I do know I do want to finish this top edge up with some type of a ribbon, just to give, you know, I'll probably just hot glue a piece of ribbon across here just to kind of give it some a little bit better look. I'm just gonna finish this off. Just gotta do my last little knot here. There. And like I said, I'm not too worried if the top's a little bit puckered in a few places. It's good enough for me. I didn't think this would be quite this easy. I thought I was going to actually have to sew on my sewing machine and make a full slip cover. So there it is for right now. I'm just going to grab some ribbon and I'll be back, because if I glue some ribbon, then it's going to hide these little holes that are in here for where the ribbon was for it to hang. And also, oops, sorry, excuse my reach, I'm just trying to get this over the little tree. I don't really like this. Well, this is not the ribbon that it came with. The ribbon that it came with is long gone. This was just a piece of ribbon I had quite a few years ago. We've just been using this piece just to kind of, we don't lose the little tree. So I'm just going to get some different ribbon, and I will be right back when I attach the ribbon. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Made with Love. My name is Heather, and today I was going to turn our wall hanging advent calendar into a cushion. So the calendar measures about 22 by 22, and I have this pillow form here, and it measures 24 by 24. So I was going to make a slip cover for that. So first thing I'm going to do is, it has a hanging thing up here. So it's got this nice ribbon. Just got to untie it. Just going to bring my camera down. Just have to untie if I can. It's a nice kind of a ribbon. So I kind of like to try to be able to save this and keep it, because I do try to keep like ribbons and stuff that you can reuse, because it's a really nice long piece. Can. I tied this just last year when we hung it up, so I should be able to untie it. Okay, there. And then inside here there's also a dowel. So I'm going to just go and get my stitch rippers. I'm just going to figure out where I can, just gotta figure out where I can do a little tear and pull out the dowel that's here. I'm just going to set this aside. See, there's the little tree. It's still on its string, so I'm just going to move that out of the way too. So I will just grab my stitch rippers and take this off right here, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back. I've got the pillow all stuffed. I fixed the top. I probably have to do another stitch through here because it's still a few spots where I can see some of the white pillow through. So I'm just gonna fix that. I did look at my ribbon and I didn't like the contrast of my ribbon versus the cushion. I didn't really have anything that matched it too good. I realized this cord here is the original cord because he's got his little Merry Christmas sign, so it's the same piece of cord. So I just, let me just put the pillow down for a second. So I took the little Christmas tree and it was all tied and stuff, so I cut all the extra tied part. And I got a little piece of green felt and I just re-hot glued the string to the felt. So now I'm just going to glue the string to his hand here. So I made sure that this is long enough that it will fit from the number 1 down to the number 24. It's hard to see. But his hand is right here, so I'm just going to hot glue it right up here, right beside his hand. So it looks like Santa is holding it on, so that's what I'm going to do. Just gotta grab another glue stick. I got this little trick here, and I honestly can't remember where I learned it from. It was somebody on YouTube maybe 4 or 5 years ago. A little daub of glue on the end of the glue stick, and you just press it in, and then the 2 glue sticks kind of get stuck together so that it shouldn't fall out. Now, what I do find is if you ever put too much glue, or if you touch the glue stick to the nozzle, especially when it's a higher heat gun like this one, sometimes I'll get a big blob of the glue stuck in here, and so I'll have to kind of like wait for it to dry, and I got to kind of scrape it out or cut it out with the scissors or the tweezers and just kind of push it out. So try not to let that happen, but it does happen sometimes. So I'm just going to put right here where his hand is, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right there, and oops, just going to put a little bit of glue inside the bow, because I'm going to just slip this up into the bow a little ways, if I can. Now I've got glue there. So then it kind of just, the tip of the bow kind of helps hide the top of the ribbon. Just gonna push it up just a little higher here. Just gonna put a little more glue and glue this bow down over top. Now, when I was first thinking about doing this craft, I really thought this was going to be one of those hard, big sewing projects. But it turned out to be actually a lot easier because of what I was working with. Just got to glue this down. This little present here is kind of coming off now too. So I'm just gluing this in place. So now it looks like that, and so we've got the little tree for the advent calendar. Back little so you can see. So there's the one. Today is the 3rd, so I'll put the little tree in the 3rd. I'm just going to move the string out of Santa's beard. I'm just going to flip this down like that. Just going to fluff his beard down so you can see his eyes again. There. So, this is how I have decided to turn my wall hanging advent calendar into a cushion calendar. Sorry about that, just moving my camera with the wrong hand, not realizing where the camera is on this thing. I think I got my camera upside down filming, but anyway, so that is how I have turned my This is my wall hanging advent calendar that my kids have kind of outgrown, but how to turn it into a Christmas keepsake that I can, myself and my family can enjoy for many years. Again, I just want to say to everybody, thank you so much for watching my videos and for subscribing. And this is day 2 of my 12 days of crafting. I'm not sure if I said that at the very beginning, but I am doing 2 Christmas, 12 days of Christmas this year. I'm doing, one is the 12 days of Christmas crafting, and the other one is my 12 days of Christmas baking. So I just hope everybody will enjoy my series of videos that will last from the 1st right through to the 24th of December. So I guess I'll say bye, and I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you.